They all called her the border czar. And the reason they all want to try and deny it now is because they realize it's incredibly damaging to Kamala Harris if it is seen by the American people that she was indeed in charge of sorting out the border problem and presided over a complete disaster. So it's actually a critical thing here. And I'm bemused why the media is trying to pretend they didn't say what they said. All of them.
That's Piers Morgan and Michael Knowles putting a verbal smackdown on a smug liberal trying to carry water for Democrats by lying about Kamala Harris. Welcome to Nerk News, I'm Nerkish, and it looks like establishment media is in panic mode after being called out for publishing lies about Kamala Harris not being border czar. The new narrative is that although several publications and news outlets reported that she was border czar, and often referred to her as such, Biden technically never said those exact words.
Well, two things real quick. When you were talking about that one publication yesterday that flip-flopped, I gave you the name, it's Axios that flip-flopped.
Yeah.
And the media, like you said, which is not trusted by either... Wait. The media that is not trusted by either the liberals or Republicans said a lot of stuff, and they're the ones calling her the border czar, but Joe Biden never did. Kamala Harris never did. She was not the border czar. She had a responsibility to talk to these countries, specifically Central American countries, to see if they can engage in policy to reduce the flow of migrants. But facts matter. Right now, the lowest crossing of migrants, even lower than Trump.
Hang on.
You know, this is a common tactic with the left. They love playing word games and semantics to obfuscate the truth. It's Bill Clinton saying he didn't inhale or asking for the meaning of the word is. It's liberal teachers saying CRT wasn't being taught in schools because that's not the specific label they use for their backwards ethnomasochistic teachings. It's them pushing for the Great Reset, open borders, and replacement migration, then saying that things like replacement theory are a conspiracy. It's all sleight of hand nonsense that they love to push in the media.
Facts do matter. So, Michael, can you, for the benefit of Wajah, who clearly wasn't listening to you earlier, can you repeat what Joe Biden said about Kamala Harris in relation to her job?
I'll add in another line, too, which I excluded earlier. Wajah, you just said that Biden never made her the border czar or put her in charge of the border. Quote, March 24th, 2021, I've asked her, the VP today, to lead our efforts with Mexico and the Northern Triangle, and the countries that are going to need help in stemming the movement of many folks, stemming the migration to our southern border. It's not her full responsibility and job, but she's leading the effort. When she speaks for me. He imbues her with presidential authority, and then he turns to her, Madam Vice President, thank you, I gave you a tough job. Wajah, what about that is confusing?
Okay.
I can understand English. I was an English major.
Throw your hands up and admit you were wrong.
No, I know that you guys are doing the RNC's work for them. I know you're trying to help Trump, who's struggling right now.
Facts matter, you said.
You know, in a lot of ways, this is really similar to how the left tries to police language with political correctness. They think dressing things up or making it sound nicer will change the nature of the thing itself, but at the end of the day, calling a disabled person differently abled isn't erasing any of their hardship. Similarly, just because Biden may not have specifically used the phrase border czar, doesn't mean that Kamala Harris wasn't responsible for the border. He said as much. She was charged with the responsibilities of a border czar, and the border is a disaster. So at the end of the day, all of this squabbling about titles is an intentional distraction from the left. But let me know what you think. Was Kamala Harris the border czar? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. This stuff really does help us out. Also, we have a new limited edition shirt for the election created by a friend of the channel. A real human artist named Sven, not some AI-generated stuff you'd see at other places. So please check it out in the link below if you're interested in that sort of thing. Until then, this has been Nerk News. Thanks for watching. Bye!